and welcome to 48-Hour Art Check round 119. We just came up with a topic, so if you saw the title change, that is exactly why. But we're excited for it. But first, let's get started. We did our last art check on Monday, so Emily, what have you gotten done since then?
A little bit of what I said I would do. I think Monday night, I sat down and started drawing stuff for the animation. Yesterday, I got totally sidetracked because I was in a mood when I came home, and I just did what my heart wanted. So I'll share some of that. Just some raccoons. I started doing it more, trying to just map out the colors in the last 20 minutes. And then there's this.
Whoa.
Right? I'm pretty excited about this one. I just got feedback on this. So I'm going to add some more stuff to the background and then do the line art. And then I didn't draw at all, didn't write at all. Like I was supposed to, because it was hard. And my brain was just kind of, it's a little bit fried this week. So I did what I wanted to. I drew a little bit. And then, I left one out. Let's see if I can go find it. Just doing some facial expressions. I don't know where it is. Oh well. I guess trigger warning, there's a little bit of blood, but there's this one that I drew. I just wanted to draw Gail beat up. So yeah. I am kind of in love with this one at the moment.
Wow.
Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. I love how I did the texture for her hair. The facial expression is fun. And I'm getting better at drawing smiles, open mouth smiles, and where they look like they're in the middle of saying a sentence or something. Just kind of nailing down the way that I want to do the colors for this whole thing. And that was fun. It was really fun. And I sat down, doodled a little bit. I knew I wanted to draw her angry or beat up or something. And then I got to a facial expression, and I went and I looked up you haven't seen Stranger Things, have you?
I saw part of the first season.
So the end of it, there's this one character who always manages to just get in a fight or beat up somehow. And for the season, the last 3 episodes at least of each season, his face is just super messed up. So I looked at his face in season 1 for a reference. So yeah, that's what I did.
Sweet.
I had a lot of fun drawing that.
I didn't really get anything done. I got some stuff 3D printed, so I spent a lot of time looking into 3D stuff because we needed coasters, and this is going to be so dumb. But anyways, I looked on a bunch of 3D websites, and so we have an Iron Man coaster. We got these all 3D printed, so Guardians of the Galaxy. So anyways, there's a bunch. I'm grabbing them. I didn't. So this one you can't really see. Wow. It's Bucky. You can see it when it actually...
Oh, a little bit. Okay.
Let me see if I turn up.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then Hawkeye, Thor, and Spider-Man. So, anyway, so that was fun. I kind of found those. My friend set them up because she works at the Mac Lab. So she set them up and got them printing. So other than that, pretty much just spent time looking at 3D stuff just because I wanted to find ones that I liked and I didn't want to make them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's about it. My
Nice.
Legos don't count, but I've built Legos, so. Who was
It's
it?
creative.
Was it yeah, Kiley the one time was like, I drew on a kid's menu, and we were like, yes.
Yeah.
So, my Legos. It's like
Nice.
I've done bag 1. They split Legos into bags 1 and 2 now.
I've never gotten like a set for like it's supposed to be a specific thing, but I have like a giant thing of like all these different colors. Like it's like hundreds of pieces. It was just like for you to play with.
Oh, that's nice.
You should check it out when you come to my house next.
I should.
It's nice. I have wheels in it.
The one superhero that Emily likes and has a comic of.
Yeah.
Is Black Widow. So.
Yeah.
I actually thought about that when I bought it. I didn't buy it because of that, but as I was buying it, I was like, this is the only superhero that Emily likes.
Yeah, Black Widow's cool.
Yeah. It's the one superhero comic you own.
Yeah. I mean, I like Spider-Man a lot.
Oh, perfect.
I just don't have a Spider-Man comic.
You should.
Yeah. I haven't bought any comics in a while. I bought a PC.
That's fair. That one's a bit more important and expensive. Challenges. Emily?
I am finishing the catalog this week.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been nuts. And I spent a lot more time at work yesterday than I wanted to because it was my day off. I spent like, I don't know. I spent like 6 hours or something at work yesterday. And I came home and there was still a significant amount of the day left. And I was like, cool, I can write. I just didn't have the brain power. And I jumped in and back into episode 21 and realized, you know what? Like, this is probably going to be a 2-part episode. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that right now. Like, there's just like that this character needs to get to from point A to point B in this conversation. I don't know how to get them there. Stuff like that. And like, it's more like 1.5 sized, I think, in the way that I was planning on doing it. So it means I need to add stuff in. So anyways, I want to do 4 episodes a week. I haven't done any writing this week. So, but yeah, mostly just work is my challenge at the moment because I'm so like, it's just the final sprint, but it's a long freaking sprint. It's not a sprint. I'm just running fast for a long time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's it. And then, my brain power is just, I'm much preferring to just do things that make me happy at the moment. And it's better than me doing nothing. And so, that's my challenges.
For me, mental health has been part of it. I played Miles Morales for 8 hours straight yesterday.
Woo, like
my friend came over and was like playing. He wanted to play video games together, but there were no like video games we actually were going to play together. Mm-hmm. And at some part, when I said I was going to play Miles, he really likes the game graphics, and he watched. I've pointed you towards Jacksepticeye. He watched him play it. And so he just really liked watching me play. And I felt like I always watched my older siblings play games when I was younger. And I was like, and he was like, I don't know, like, is this okay? And I was like, no, I did this to my older siblings all the time. Like, this is completely fine. But it was weird to be like the one playing the game.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what Tim and I did with RE8. Like, I played it and he just watched so that I never, like, I wanted to be surprised. So he sat and watched the first time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I finished that. And then that was like a big one because, like I said, that was 8 hours. That was like 6:30 yesterday to like 2 a.m.
Yeah, you
so-
texted me at like 2:40 a.m.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
like,
I just stopped playing video games 30 minutes ago. Yeah, sorry. I felt really bad.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I
Other than that,
promise.
like some classes, figuring out homework. I have my TED Talk next week. So that will be an upcoming challenge still. It kind of is it's kind of a challenge right now. And yeah, so I get my TED Talk on Friday. Do you work on Fridays? Talk to me after. I might, if you want to come watch it, you do work on Fridays. Dang.
No. I don't work Fridays. I'm free on Fridays.
If you want to come see my TED Talk, you can.
Where is it? I haven't
It's
been
on
on campus in a millennia.
I know it's on campus, but I'll drive you
What time is it at?
2 to 3.
Oh, that's a very reasonable time.
Yeah, and it's an event.
Oh, it's
Anyways.
an event?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to come watch it, you can. But anyway, so I'm giving that. It's an interesting TED Talk. It's about like adjusting to life after like you've been abused. So it's not really like depressing, but it's like it's weird because I'm like going back to like all of like, okay, what did I think basically when you first met me and how much have I changed since then? And so it's really interesting, but that's taking up a lot of time and brain power because like every time I want to work on it, I have to be able to think about it.
Right.
And
it's
so,
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy, but like it's gonna be like I'm gonna make it humorous, of course. It's me. So it's just interesting. Yeah. It's like a rough, I don't know. It's weird, but I like it. And then also, I think I said this last time, but we're moving. And
is it final? Is it
okay? It should be by tomorrow. So that's what I was about to say. So the issue with moving is that it's very stressful while you're packing, but it's even more stressful to not be able to pack yet.
Yeah.
And so figuring that out and like the paperwork and just like working with 2 different managements because we're trying to move and doing all that stuff. And like figuring out people to help us move because we have a heck ton of big furniture and we live on the 2nd floor.
Right.
And then lastly, my wrist is still injured, but I got sick of the brace. So you're just not seeing me move it a bunch right now. But yeah, it's a couple things. But like I said, it's also just like I don't have any projects yet right now. And so like the challenges are more like, here's these other things that I'm being forced to work on because of school. And then I don't have any projects right now, which has been a blessing.
Yeah.
It's been nice to take a few days off.
Well, yeah, of course. Especially after 462, which is like a chaos class. So
yeah, after my 18 days, it felt like I didn't really get much breathing time at all.
No, you don't get that. Yeah.
No. And so like I was like, oh, I can breathe.
Yeah, you get breathing time after the semester's over for that class.
Just wanted to really quick. Hello, Ronnie.
What's up?
What's up? Anyways, before we hop into our topic, next art check. What are you looking towards getting done?
I need to write. I don't know if I'm going to be able to write 4 episodes. I might actually be able to because Tim is working Saturday. So I can work into the weekend and have some time to concentrate, I guess. I will probably do the Ganesh drawing, like ink it, just because that's been kind of fun. Mm-hmm. Get away from my thing. He's suspiciously smelling all the little tabs I put on the buttons on my Cintiq. Anyways, and I know more is going to happen. I just don't exactly know what. I would like to do the raccoons just so that they're done because I don't like it's like this tiny thing that you know isn't going to be hard, but you don't want to start it.
Yeah.
Like once you get into it, it'll be fine. It's not hard. It's not like you dislike it. I keep not feeling like doing it. So, like every time I work on it, it's for like 2 minutes and then I move on to something else. So I need to do that. Yeah. I know for sure that I'm going to do a lot more once I finally get to come home from work and not be worrying about the catalog anymore. So, yeah.
For me, so I mentioned that our TED Talk is an event, which means that we're putting on an event for somebody else. The goal is to have the program for that made by Monday.
You're making the program?
I am. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a group of, so the groups, there's 2 groups of 4 and a group of 5. I'm in the group of 5. We're putting on an event for the other group of 4, and then there's a group of 4 putting it on for us. I set it up with the professor. This is his first time doing it, so I really hope that it works. And I'm trying really hard to make ours work. Because this is the way that I TA'd for Hacky, right?
Yeah.
Hacky.
Yeah.
So this is the way that he does the class. I'm taking it from Professor Embry right now. And I told him about it, and he was fascinated. He's like, we can give it a shot. And everybody in my class wanted to do it. So anyways, I have to make the program for that. It's just going to be in Canva. It's not going to be super fancy. I'm not going to go all out. Also, I just realized that I dropped the class that gave me access to all the Adobe programs. So I probably don't have those anymore. And I just realized that.
I bet you have access for the semester. No?
When I dropped last time, it took 24 hours and I was kicked out.
What?
Yeah, so I can try it right now.
Time to start biting that bullet on the student pricing. Can you not get in?
Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. It's loading right now. I will have to turn off my camera for a split second and go grab my charger from over there at one point, just to let you know, so I'm not dipping. I'm still
Okay.
I'm wearing pajama bottoms, so I feel weird scooting out of frame.
You don't want them to see Baby Yoda?
I just feel weird, man. I feel weird about wearing them. I still have it right now, as of right now. All right, I still have it. If it stays that way, I'll probably get something in Adobe. If not,
yeah,
we'll find out on Monday because it might be a challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I got to start coming up with projects I can do without Adobe. I'm trying to decide if After Effects is going to be the worst thing to try and replace. Because have you heard of Affinity?
Yeah, I have Affinity on my iPad. I never used it, but yeah.
Yeah, so I can probably get Affinity. That's what Rognan was telling me to get.
Isn't it $50 or something?
Yeah, it's a one-time purchase.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just bought Clip Studio Paint today.
Oh, yeah, you sent that to me.
I'm really excited. It's already better than Photoshop, and I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but it's better than Photoshop. So, yeah.
It's not by Affinity, is it?
No, it's like a Chinese or Japanese. I think it's a Chinese company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the thing that I'm so excited about is it's meant for comics. So there's panel tools where you just make a marquee and then boom, it's a panel and you draw inside of that panel. So
that's really nice.
Yeah, and there's lots of assets and stuff. There's a 3D studio.
I'm just gonna click because we're already talking about new stuff.
Yeah, you can download 3D assets and use it in Clip Studio Paint, which I'm so excited for because I'm not going to draw all of my backgrounds in perspective every single time. I'm just going to use 3D assets. So, yeah. And then there's just free brushes that people make available within the app. And there's a community tab sort of thing where you can just access things that people make and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, I just started playing with the brushes and stuff a half hour ago. I'm excited about it.
No, that's exciting. Yeah. I know you sent it to me and Kiley yesterday?
This morning.
By the way, for anybody that hasn't watched last time where we talked about Kiley. She'll be back, just not right now. She has a cool job. So she won't be here recently, but we're gonna still promote her and talk about her because she's good. She just has a job that takes her away from this.
She's like physically not here, but also she like doesn't have internet access.
But emotionally, we carry Kiley with us all the time.
In our hearts.
In our hearts. That's what I was looking for. We have Kiley in our hearts constantly. Anyways, no. So, yeah, that's like a.
Yeah, it's a one-time fee. It's half off, and it's on sale for the next like 6 days. Anybody who's watching,
I pulled it up, and then I turned off my phone and placed it down because I was like, oh, I shouldn't be on my phone, but I was pulling this up.
Yeah. So the Pro, which is like, yeah, if you want to just like not do a lot of panels or multi-page projects, then just do Pro for $25, dude. Like. Yeah. But it's like basically for drawing. It's not like Photoshop where I don't think you can do a lot of photo manipulation in there.
Yeah, what you told us is it's like Photoshop, but it's meant for drawing, and you only have to pay for it once.
Yep. And upgrading is cheap because they discount what you already paid for the Pro, you know. And yeah, and what else? Oh, and they just go on sale like twice a year or something. Like it's great. So, yeah.
Sorry, I just got notified that was me retweeting your.
Yeah.
My phone.
I was like, "What's up, Twitter?"
It was me telling people to join it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
See, this is why my phone stays like away from me. Anyways. Yeah, no, that's exciting, man. Like, I'm glad that you found a tool that's good for comics.
I've been wanting it. I've just been like, I would like to subscribe to this email so that when you go on sale, I know about it because I know that they go on sale. So, yeah. What were you saying?
I was going to say, like, for me, it reminds me more of, like, the VR stuff that I try and do.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done it in a long time because... God, the last time I started something, all the health issues showed up, and then it's been a year, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Almost. It's almost been a year. Yeah, it'll be a year, like, basically when Jacob and I hit a year, it'll be a year. So, like, September.
Oh my gosh.
Since I got into VR and, like, had all these health issues and stuff. But right now, what I just had, Libert do. He's the only professor that we've had that hasn't been on this. I don't think he ever will. I don't think he would, but he might. But I don't know. But
I'm just trying to picture him and his like yelling chaotic self. Just
he
like
would we were talking about 3D, I bet.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what it reminds me of is like, oh my gosh, trying to use 3D things are insane. Adobe has one. It's called Adobe Dimension. It's good for what Adobe has programmed it to do. Other than that, not great.
What do they program it to do?
Like mock-ups. From what I've seen people do and what I've heard.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't give you the freedom that my friend just pulled up something. 1 second. I got to pull it up. Vectory.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get into share screen, Chrome tab, basically start creating. This is like an Illustrator version of vectorizing things. It's way more like, I'm going to regret hitting skip later because I haven't gotten too much into it. But like it's very easy to use. And like, I'm going to make and then it just places a box for you and then you can move it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot more control over what's going on. And in other apps like Tinkercad, you don't have much control over like you definitely don't have this amount of control where you can just click and drag. I'll pull up Tinkercad. I don't think will it show? No, it's only showing Vectory. Oh, that'd be annoying. 1 second. Sorry, this is gonna be.
That's okay.
I know that this isn't exactly what we were going for, but anyways, so Tinkercad. Oh, I have an account. One second.
Here, I'll remove this real fast so they don't see you sign in.
Oh, it's automatic.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back in then.
Yeah. So, anyways, you can see this stuff that I was making for
this.
Yeah, so Tinkercad is good, but like I'm gonna try and I'm clicking on stuff right now. Can you see?
Yeah.
I can't move it at all. I have to move based off of this block.
Oh.
So I can do all of these different things, and then there's like Tinkercad is very interesting. And then if I scroll, I zoom out or in, and I can't change where I'm zooming into though. I change my perspective to change where I'm zooming into. So
I don't think I like that.
No, it's not great. So like when you go to here, right, Vectory, like this is something that
You're
is
still on Tinker thing, by the way.
I wish there was a way to share two screens. I need to talk to Kerr and get an OBS set up if I'm gonna keep on doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'll have to do it when I get the new house though, because right now we won't have Wi-Fi where we're at.
Ooh.
So I have to get that first. But anyways, and so then you click on this thing and you can move it down, you can move it up, all this stuff, and you can see where it used to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, so whenever you're trying new stuff, right? Like I didn't know that this was around until this semester, and I've used Tinkercad a lot. I've tried to use Blender. I've used stuff on the iPad. The main one that I've used though is on the Oculus, and it's called Medium, and Adobe actually bought it. So now I think it's technically owned by Adobe. So when I say Adobe's 3D app, I mean the one that they actually made, not the one that they bought.
Right. They're probably just like making money off of it and not going to change it for a while. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Adobe doesn't really go into... I guess Adobe and Oculus are like teamed up now. I don't really understand the mechanics there, but I'm just saying like it's one of those things where like whenever you're trying stuff out, I never came across Vectory. Libert, from my understanding, like found it recently. Like he definitely didn't find it immediately. And so like when you're trying new things, like you hit like a million freaking blocks. Like what were you trying to use on your comics before you found Clip Studio? Just Procreate?
Yeah, I mean, but I haven't been like, yeah, let's do this panel by panel. Like I have only been doing like, I don't know, like illustrations, like not making, because I haven't even attempted to do that because a webtoon is just so long and I already know that Procreate can't handle that. Mm-hmm. So yeah. That was the thing that's the reason why I picked up Clip Studio Paint, was because I knew that I could make a super long scroll through thing in one file and it would handle that, and Photoshop just wouldn't handle that, and Procreate just can't handle that many layers. So yeah, but I mean, I just picked up PC and I just for like a couple of days was like, wait, how do I do this basic thing? So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's interesting also, I was thinking about this, to see how many programs out there do the same thing and they do it differently.
Right.
So like Corey Kerr loves Autodesk Sketchbook.
Yeah, he does not like Procreate.
He hates Procreate. James Rodman has recently, I think he used Procreate for a while. Let me think. I can't remember. No, him and Eric Libert have been using Fresco, which is the
I was about to say, he was into Fresco.
Yes, yeah. They're into it, so they've been doing Fresco. And then like you, me, and Kiley, we don't use the Adobe one, and we don't use like Autodesk. We use Procreate. We literally 5 times. And so like when you're trying, I've tried out Fresco, and I've tried out both of the things that they use. I've tried out Autodesk. I liked it when I did my 24-day sticker stint. It was helpful. My iPad at the time just simply couldn't handle Procreate. I switched to Procreate because I saw you guys drawing during like D&D and like in class and stuff. I think you guys were there when I bought it because like you guys just kept on saying switch to Procreate. We can.
I told you to, yeah.
And so I eventually got Procreate and I love it. And then Fresco's pretty interesting. And
yeah, I used it a little, a smidgen. They have good brushes, which is nice.
For me, if I'm paying for Adobe, Fresco isn't worth it.
Don't do it just for that.
When I can buy Procreate for $10.
Yeah.
And you can download your own brushes to Procreate.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This has become less like just trying new things and more like programs.
Yeah. I can talk about the other things that I'm trying too, because there's a lot.
No,
there's
yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna turn off my camera and grab my charger really quick. But I am
can you
still
hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you're on speaker. I'm going to the other side of the living room.
Oh, yeah.
And my living room is not very big, so.
No, it's not. So I've been like trying to really nail down like facial expressions, and it's like, I don't know, it's hard. I've been like, is baby Loki there?
No, do you want him?
I can hear something that sounds like baby Loki.
It's sirens.
Your dog sounds like sirens?
No, it's like legit sirens, like very off in the distance.
But I thought that was baby Loki.
He might be him. I don't think it is, though.
I thought I heard a little. Anyways, what?
No, it's not him.
What?
He's in the office with Jacob.
Oh, so it was just sirens. Apparently, that's what your dog sounds like.
I got up, looked around everywhere, and there's my charger.
Oh my gosh.
I went in my backpack. I just kept on looking for stuff, and I was like, it's not here.
Anyways, I've been trying to get better at facial expressions, and it's really hard. And I'm getting better at it, which is really exciting. But then when I go, okay, now let's try, like, this is the thing that's really hard for me still, is like laughing or crying or like really like warped facial expressions or just really open mouth facial expressions. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do those yet. Like, so I'm getting way better progress for like talking facial expressions. And then when I jump back down to something I still suck at, like laughing, there's like this huge gap with like, man, that's garbage. Cool. I guess I have to be used to the fact that this is going to be garbage for a while. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, one thing that I've wanted to do, and I think I've mentioned it to you and Kiley, but I cannot. It's discouraging in a way, and this is like not to be like, you and Kiley are like discouraging, but like I see you guys draw people.
Right.
And I never want to bring people to art check ever, not once, because like you guys draw people and it's insane. And so one thing that I've wanted to do is learn how to draw people. But then I also don't want to teach you guys because then I feel like I should be paying you to teach me, and then it's just a whole thing.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Practice makes perfect. I'm so sorry.
No, I need to learn stuff from you guys, and like you've tried to like crash course it and it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, there's like words can only do so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so like there's a lot of stuff that like I want to try, and it's hard to. The stuff that I should stick to in my head is like logos. We've all seen that I'm pretty good at logos. I'm not a huge fan of my current logo, but I made that in 20 minutes, and it's still.
You made it at my house. I remember. It was fast.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I need this thing for my 18 days. Boom. And like I made it. It'll probably be changing. It will be changing, not probably. It will be changing, but like I'm just, I can stick to logos. I can stick to icons. Stickers I'm pretty decent at, depending on what you want for the sticker. Other than that, I try to like stay within my little realm of those things.
Can I tell you a thing that I used to tell students all the time when I was a TA when they were like I don't know if I could do that. So Saul Bass, he said you can't do graphic design without knowing how to draw. Like, I don't remember what the quote is, but he was basically like, there's a certain threshold you can get to, but when you know how to draw, you can pass that threshold. You know what I mean? So it just it only helps, but you really just have to sit down. Like, there's this meme where people are like, well, how do you learn how to draw? And it's like Frodo and Gandalf, and he's like, you just draw more. And he's like, all right, you keep your secrets, you know what I'm talking about, that meme?
Yes,
I feel really old trying to like.
I'm trying to find the Saul Bass quote.
Oh, yeah. I found that quote like years ago, like maybe 5 years ago. So I don't know what the wording is for it anymore. But yeah, Frodo just being like, all right, keep your secrets, but there's no secret. You just have to draw a lot to like get better at it. So yeah, if you want to get better at figure drawing, I'm telling you, do the gesture drawing sessions. Go watch a YouTube one, and it is oodles and oodles of help. Like, I got so much better just from like a few sessions. Just, I know how to draw feet now. I didn't know how to do that before gesture drawing. So it helps. Did you find the quote?
Yeah, you've told me to do it. No, I'm still looking. Sorry. I know that you could hear my keys like clicking away.
Your keys that sound like.
Please do it. Yep. This is the one time, like, you'll notice the lack of headset on me right now.
If somebody's listening with headphones, they're probably like, like, just to hear. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find it. Saul Bass.
I don't know, man. I remember lecturing people to do it, and I had that quote handy sometimes, but I do not have that quote handy anymore.
Here, Saul Bass quotes.
You found a page of quotes from Saul Bass?
I want to make beautiful things even if nobody cares. Design is thinking made visual. I want everything we do to be beautiful. I don't give a damn whether the client understands that that's worth anything, or that the client thinks it's worth anything, or whether it is worth anything. It's worth it to me. It's the way I want to live my life, to make beautiful things even if nobody cares.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. Where do ideas come from looking at one thing and seeing another, from fooling around, from playing with possibilities, from speculating, from changing, pushing, pulling, transforming. And if you're lucky, you come up with something worth saving, using, and building on. That's where the game stops and the work begins. That quote is not here.
Dang it, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who Saul Bass is, he's like makes those iconic like black and like solid color, other solid color, usually like orange, red, yellow posters, and he's like the reason why we have like the intros to movies where it's like all graphics. You know what I'm talking about?
James
like
Bond?
The end. No, like think like an super old Disney movie where there's just like a painting and it's a still image and there's like credits for days. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So then it switched to we just have a short credit thing and there's moving graphics and it's fun to watch. So he did that basically.
Gotcha.
So, and he also did like a ton of logos, like really.
Yeah, I looked up some of his stuff, and he's done a heck ton of logos.
Yeah, but his movie posters are like iconic.
I had no clue who this man was before I started Googling him. You said him, and I was like, and then I looked him up.
Yeah. Well, I did like an art project on Saul Bass, like the one art class I took. They were like, I have a Bruno hair on my nose. That's why I keep touching it. And it tickles. I'm so sorry.
The best thing I have found, by the way, the closest to what we're talking about is talking about failing. So the nature of process, to one degree or another, involves failure. You have at it, it doesn't work, you keep pushing, it gets better, but it's not good, it gets worse. You go at it again, then you desperately stab at it, believing this isn't going to work, and it does. That's the closest quote I can find to anything that we are talking about right now. I read 29 Saul Bass quotes as of this moment.
I'm so sorry. I swear it was him that said it. I swear. I don't know where that quote is. Somebody somewhere said somebody said that to get better graphic design you draw. Somebody said it.
If you know this quote, please comment on this video.
Apparently the internet doesn't even know the quote, so maybe
the internet does not. I'm trying to think. Okay,
I'm just senile. Okay,
you need to draw. You need to calm down. No, to get better at graphic design. Ah!
Watch, it wasn't Saul Bass that said it.
Can you hear the car alarm going off right now?
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my gosh.
Is it not there?
No.
It's gone. It's gone forever. It existed at one point. We entered a different parallel universe. The quote's gone. Okay.
Oh, the Mandela effect.
What's that? Tell me.
No, wait. Okay, everybody, welcome to 48-hour check after hours because it's going to take the next 20 minutes.
We're going on a tangent.
Okay, have you really never heard of the Mandela effect?
Is it the...
You know the guy? Oh my gosh, wait a second. Okay, you know the book about...
No, I don't know the book.
No, I know you don't know this book. When you were growing up, there was a group of bears. Okay, what was...
The Bernstein Bears?
Yeah, what is it? The Bernstein Bears?
As opposed to Bernstein Bears?
So that's part of the Mandela effect.
What?
I would like everybody to know that I am not a conspiracy theorist. However, I was a tutor at the Presentation Practice Center, and somebody gave a persuasive speech on how this is a real thing. And I have never been persuaded by a speech as much as I was by this speech. This speech changed the way that I think about reality. And so, you know what? The person who gave me that speech, if you are hearing of this, if you attend BYU Idaho or you have a friend that gave a speech on the Mandela effect, show them a picture of me from like 2 years ago because I don't look like the same person, and ask if I was their tutor, and then tell them that they have changed my life. It's gonna take a lot of work. Okay, Nelson Mandela. So essentially, there was a book released saying, or a newspaper article or something saying that he had died. And like there was nothing about it. And this thing was basically saying that he had died in prison or something. I don't remember. Anyway, so he had died. This is going to be the worst explanation ever, everybody. I don't remember too much. But I wonder if I can just find an article about it and I can just read it as if it's my own words and tell you all that it's not my own words and that it's not.
Wait, so this dude... Oh my gosh. My cat...
No, this is explaining false memory. It's not false memory. Screw that. Okay. And then I'm just going to give you examples. So you know the mirror, mirror on the wall?
Like from Snow White?
Yeah. That quote, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. So actually, when you go and watch it back, it's not mirror, mirror on the wall. It's magic mirror on the wall. And then stuff like the Bernstein Bears. And there's a bunch of things that essentially people are misremembering. And this all stems from the Mandela effect, where basically there was something released saying that he died in prison or something. I genuinely don't remember. I'm so sorry for any of you history people, any of you conspiracy theorists. You're like, wow, Kayla has no freaking clue what she's talking about.
I'm both like recalling things and just totally messing it up.
I'm 21 and I'm a communications major. I haven't taken a history class since I was 18. Don't come at me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyways, there's this thing released that he died. And then like 2 months, thank you. He's like,
Kara was sitting there being like, I've had enough. I'm so tired of this.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm explaining where it stems from. I'm gonna stop saying that I'm explaining it wrong, and this is the surefire 100% correct thing. There was something released saying that he was dead, and like everybody just took it. And then 2 months later, he appeared on something, and everybody was like, "You're alive!" And it was this huge thing. Anyway, so now it's coined as the Mandela effect, and essentially, it's basically saying that like reality is changing and malleable. So like everyone does this one thing, or like everybody remembers the Berenstain Bears, and now they're the Berenstain Bears. Anyways, and then reality changes everything around us, but our memories of it.
Oh.
And so our memories are correct, but reality isn't. And it freaks me out.
That's really cool.
It's insane. I'm gonna look for like Mandela effect proof.
Do you heard? I swear we've talked about stuff like this on this before.
No, it's because we haven't ever said it. But
we haven't talked about Mandela. But did we talk about like the theory that life is like our reality is actually a video game?
Oh, I think you had that conversation with me. The only conversation that I remember us having any proof or like any connection to that was me talking about my fear of AI taking over the world.
Yeah. So the theory that reality is a video game is, you know, how you can't see stuff in your peripheral and stuff that's far away. It's kind of a dumb reason, but it's basically like graphics loading in. You know, when something's really far away, the graphics look bad, and then you get closer and it gets better.
Okay.
Same for stuff in the peripheral. Okay.
The name of the I need to hear you say this before I show you. It fits into all kinds of theories like string theory. Okay. I don't know anything about string theory. I'm not even going to pretend. But I've heard about it on the Big Bang Theory, and yeah. I'm not the most educated person out there.
Oh my gosh, this is his episode. Because
thanks for joining us.
This is so
Kurt, if you want to join, just send one of us a message and we'll send you the invite link.
And you'll be like, all right, here's this one, this new theory. Okay, what were you going to say?
Okay, the Flintstones.
Right.
How do you spell that?
Oh, don't ask me to do FLINTSTONES.
Yeah, so that's the Flintstones, but like there's people have done like graphic design stuff or whatever, basically saying that it's the Flintstones versus the Flintstones. But I remember it being the Flintstones, not the Flintstones.
Flynn as in like Flynn or Flinta?
Yeah.
Like there's a T at the end of one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, share screen. 1 second. So like right here. So like I remember there not being a T here. Now my memory isn't the thing to be trusted right now. But or ever, never. But I swear like it's one of those things where it's like, and a lot of it is basically coming down to the evolution of brands, okay? And like that obviously makes sense. But there are some things where it's like, oh, that's not how it was in my childhood. And so one thing that people drag in a lot, which I don't believe, but you know how like the famous quote is like, Luke, I am your father. It's not actually said like that in the movies. It said, no, I am your father.
I am your father. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that people were trying to drag into it, but I think Disney actually explained at one point, in Lilo and Stitch, when Lilo is hiding around the house, she goes and hides in a dishwasher. Nani climbs on top of it with a blanket and grabs her when she comes out. Now, people would drag this into the Mandela effect once Disney Plus came out, because Disney actually changed those frames to where she climbs into a cardboard box with a pizza box. Everybody was like, oh, this is the Mandela effect.
And they're like, no, we just didn't want to put a kid in a dishwasher.
Or in a dryer, yeah. In a dryer.
Oh, I was like, I swear it was a dryer, though.
My bad. That's what I meant to say. But anyway, so they were like, we didn't want to get sued for kids thinking that they could climb into dryers to play hide and seek and close the door and then they die. And so they switched it. So a lot of it is actually explained. But I'm not into conspiracy theories, but that one is insane. I would like to hear about this reality as a video game one, because I have never heard.
Basically, the incredible advancements made in video game graphics in 40 years states that eventually we'll be able to create a simulation or video game so realistic that it will be indistinguishable. So the theory, like, what if we're just already in one?
Like we're The Sims?
The graphics are already so good.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought about that before. I thought about, like, what if I'm like a Sims character? Or my favorite one, what if all of us are just living in somebody else's dream? And when they wake up is when we die.
Oh,
I don't believe in that one. I don't believe in that one. Like, that one's fascinating.
Like we're like a zoo. There's bigger beings just watching us for entertainment.
The likelihood that we're the first or original creators is incredibly small. Interesting. Then there's like the old-fashioned conspiracy theories, you know, the earth being flat. You know, firm believer of that one. I've never seen a globe.
Obviously.
I'm about to graduate college, but man, the earth is flat. I'm joking. For anybody that is unclear on the fact that I'm using sarcasm with it.
This is sarcasm. I'm not dumb.
I'm just going to make... Actually, this is just going to be... 1 second.
What are you doing?
This is our new banner. When you need to be sure that people don't actually think you think that. No, I like don't go into conspiracy theories too awesome.
Too awesome.
Off to Be the Wizard is a great series on that. Oh my gosh. The
this
Blue
is his topic, man.
I know. The Blue People Avatar movie, not the one with Papyrus, not Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much. I forgot, and I need... Thank you.
I know how to speak to graphic designers.
Oh my gosh.
Not the Papyrus one. Oh no, yes, the Papyrus one. Not Avatar.
Yeah. Not the good one, the Papyrus one.
Yeah, I think that the Blue People one was a good movie.
Yeah, but like Avatar: The Last Airbender is amazing.
Yeah, I am gonna be honest, and I've acted like I've known what you and Kiley are talking about every time that you talk. I see your face, and you know what I'm about to say.
You haven't watched it?
No.
Kayla Davis! Next time you're coming to my house, I am shoving a... Get out of here, child. Okay.
Kerr might hop on later.
Get on my headphones. I am putting in your hands the 3-book series.
Netflix. They're on Netflix.
Well,
I started them.
Here's it.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be extremely controversial. Everybody is a huge fan of it because that's what they grew up on their childhood. When you're watching it for your first time in your 20s, I'm in season 1. It's not the best thing in the... Okay.
Here's where your plan falls apart. I didn't watch it as a child either. I watched it in college for the first time. It's good. Watch it. Okay. Season 1, especially the first... Okay, season 1 of anything is never as amazing, right? But season 1, like the first, like, I don't know, 10 episodes, it's very, like, kiddish. And then it gets more serious. I swear, it's so good. Like, it is good. It is so good. As an adult who only watched it as an adult, it's very good. The voice acting is good. See?
I'm sorry. I started watching it. He watched it in his 30s. Okay, my theory has been disproven. I will Oh no, I have to watch TV while I build my Legos. Such a shame.
Yeah.
No, no, like I started watching it when I was injured. You know, when I injured my knee and I couldn't walk. I like
Oh my
started watching
gosh,
it.
I forgot about that. I was like, your wrist? No, your knee.
No, I'm not wearing my brace right now. It's annoying me, and I feel like it might be. I hate wearing a brace, and I'm not doing anything. I'm like sitting here, so I took it off. Anyways, no, my knee. I put it on because it was on Netflix. And I was like, man, everybody really likes this thing. I just did, man. And I put it on, and I've maybe gotten like 5 episodes into it. And I'm
Okay.
like, I don't understand. Here's the thing: everybody is so hype about it, and then I watched like the first 5 episodes, and I was like, I don't get the hype.
That's because it's the first
I don't even think I'm 5
episode.
episodes in. I don't think I'm 5 episodes in. I think I made it to like 2 or 3. But like, I don't know. I made it to the part where if you haven't seen Avatar yet, like me, like then stop listening because this is like spoilers for you 3-episode people. When they go and the air temple is destroyed, and then he goes in and it's a bunch of statues, and then the statues are all glowing, and then he like loses it and explodes everything because he's the Avatar and he's really powerful.
Is this a flashback?
Mm-mm.
What?
No,
they found him in the ice cube.
Right? They find him in the ice cube, and then they go with him to the air temple because he doesn't know that everybody's dead.
Okay, I think I remember. I feel really silly, but I don't feel like that happens in 3 episodes.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it should be. Like, it was like 3 episodes. It was slow, and I don't have the attention.
It's so good.
I'll do it.
It touches on like adult topics too. The live action everybody hates with all of their being.
It seemed interesting in that one.
So
it's like an interesting concept.
Yes, and it comes with like it talks about like classism and like I don't like and like imperialism, and like it talks about like a lot of like just deep like human nature topics that are very like, wow, this is great. This is stand up. Like this is I'm glad, you know, the children of Nickelodeon are being taught serious social subjects while being entertained. It's good.
Oh, maybe I got like 1 episode in.
What?
That might have been the first
episode.
No,
you can't because they just like
I'm not okay. I would like to know that I would like that was not a good movie. I said that it made the concept seem interesting.
There's
Emily, you're older than me. I watched it when I was I watched it when I was littler, and my siblings were like freaking out because it was Avatar, and like they never watched that around me. And so I just like didn't know, and then they put on that one, and I think like my parents watched it too. I have a distinct memory of the little boy in the movie on the TV, like doing like the air ball thing, spinning, like doing that, and being at home with my siblings, and that's it. I'm not saying that to say that the live action is a good thing. I'm saying my movie standards when I was little were obviously a lot lower. And I have not watched it again because I'm aware that it is an abomination.
Oh, so you haven't seen it as like an adult?
No. Okay. No. I was just saying that when I watched it, it seemed like an interesting concept.
Gotcha.
But we didn't have Netflix. Oh my God, I sound so old. We didn't have Netflix. We didn't have all that stuff to watch it. My siblings didn't own the DVDs. I'm like, I was watching it was never on TV when I was allowed to be on TV, so...
Yeah, my friend watched it, and I saw a couple episodes where Zuko was particularly upset, and that's all I knew about Avatar.
Zuko's the one with the red.
That's Zuko.
Yep.
The moody. Ooh, there's a.
That's a very good thing.
I need to look up what kind of character type. He's like a specific like
Zuko
character arc. Zuko.
Yeah, he's like he's bad and then he goes good.
Yeah, no, there's like
He like wants to prove himself to. He got disowned, and until he could find the Avatar, and so he's having to prove himself to his dad, and then towards the end, he teams up with the Avatar. Isn't he the one that teaches him firebending, and then Aang is be able?
Yeah. No, there's a specific like character, not like arc. I'm trying to think of the word where there's like classifications of characters and like different kinds of heroes. Oh, that's what I'm gonna look up. Types of heroes.
Type is Zuko.
Yeah, because there's like a specific word for like a moody boy or man.
Teenage boys.
No.
Is Zuko like, an antagonist?
At the beginning, yes. The Deuteragonists. What?
That's not a right word. This is villains.fandom.com.
Don't look it up by villain.
I didn't.
Like,
what type of character is Zuko?
There's a type of like.
Is Zuko an emo?
There's like a word for like a moody male character who's standoffish and mysterious, usually like dark and mysterious, and like half of the interest is just trying to understand them more. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Category characters. No.
I literally can't think of. There's like archetypes. That's the word. Archetypes.
I thought that somebody put that in the chat, but you just remembered it.
Yeah.
Archetype. It's so weird to not be wearing my headset because like every time I type, I'm like self-conscious that you guys can hear it.
You mean the?
It says moody male lead.
Moody male lead. There's like a specific literary.
Brooding, exceedingly individualistic, melancholic, and disposed to hanging around outdoors during thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's Zuko. Yep.
I'll watch it. I'll watch one episode before the next Star Trek.
The next Star Trek is Monday. You have like the weekend.
I know, but I just started watching Schitt's Creek.
But this is better. This is iconic. Well, so is Schitt's Creek.
I know.
I just haven't seen it, so I can't.
I knew that this is why I haven't said anything. Because art check typically becomes, Kayla, what the heck are you doing with your life? If I say something that I haven't done. If you've watched art check before, there was an episode specifically called Questioning Kayla's Decisions or something like that.
Was this the one where we talked about the food?
My life.
Was this the food one?
Tore apart my life, yes.
Yeah, well, so, okay, in my defense, we were talking about food, and you told me, like, you don't like strawberries or French fries or something.
I don't like either of those, what? Actually. Correct.
Yeah. And then you were like, there's literally an episode's worth of, like, things that I don't like to eat. And so that's what it was. I didn't name it that. Kayla named it that. But the topic of the art check was to talk about how many foods you dislike. Like, tell me about the different, like, you don't like red lollipops, but you like red Jolly Ranchers or something.
It's a problem. Just skim over this and go back to Avatar.
Just watch that episode if you really are curious.
Really quick, I only eat the purple lollipops and the purple otter pops. I don't eat the regular popsicles because those are very fake and artificial. I only eat the red Starbursts, but not the fave reds, just the red cherry ones, and I only eat the blue Jolly Ranchers. Now, this continues into multiple other food groups, like I only eat sweet potato fries. I can eat other fries, but if they're too mushy, I can't eat them. It's a whole thing. Needless to say, after that episode, I had some conversations with people. Before that episode, I had been having some conversations with people. There has been a long-running theory that I am somewhere on the autism spectrum. That's a thing that people with autism genuinely struggle with.
The more you talked about it, the more I'm like,
Tested
I think she's right. Like,
I'm getting tested for it next month. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated whether or not I am on the autism spectrum. We're pretty sure I am. I'm getting like 2 hours worth of, they're just going to sit in a room with me and test me on stuff. So,
wow.
anyways, yes.
To be honest, though, like,
I have a weird thing with food. I can't eat
Yeah,
gummies.
you do.
I know. It's a problem. And my husband's at the time, he's like, what is going on? Sorry.
Does he just hold stuff up to be like, wait, which one do you accept? What's the other one that I can have? Like,
No, but he does know that I'll only eat the Blue Jolly Ranchers, so he won't buy them. Because those are his favorite. And if he buys them, I go through and I take them all.
He's got to hide them in advance.
Yeah, so anyway, so we don't keep lollipops or popsicles or Jolly Ranchers in our house ever.
Oh my god.
And it's funny because if I do like a candy and I tell people that I like it, that's the only candy that they will buy me because they know that I won't eat anything else.
Yeah. I mean, do you mind that?
No.
Yeah.
I had a fridge full of Reese's for a while, so then I told everybody, okay, start buying me Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I like Kit Kats. And then I had a bunch of
Kit Kats are the best.
Yeah.
I love them.
Anyways, that's a complete side tangent. Off of the side tangent, off of the original topic.
If you're new here, this is a common occurrence.
Well,
but this one was really, sharp deviation that just went deeper and deeper. Like, sometimes we get back to the thing.
No.
We've been real bad.
I have a thing. Nope, I have a thing, and Jacob's weird about foods too. I didn't know it until we got married, but he won't drink like chocolate milk or like a chocolate ice cream or anything because he is strongly that chocolate should only be solid and there should be no variation from like a chocolate bar or chocolate bars.
That's something that you would say.
I meant my match.
That's like the same like I can't have cashew milk because it's not the right consistency as milk.
Bro, I cannot drink coconut milk or almond milk. It freaks me out.
Yeah, like you were like, I can't do it because it's the wrong
texture.
And
yeah.
It's a liquid. I don't understand.
It's the wrong thickness though. That's like skim milk, 2% milk, and whole milk. I can only drink the 2%. It's a problem. My
weird thing is ketchup. I have that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I like ketchup. And I'll dip my fries in ketchup. But if you showed me like a bucket of ketchup, I would like scream and run away. Or like if you pranked me and been like, here's this red velvet cupcake and it was ketchup, I could puke. I'd probably like cry. I just don't like, there's a certain threshold where I like ketchup, and then when it passes that, I'm like afraid of the ketchup.
Maybe I've just I don't have there's no mental health, there's no autism spectrum disorder. I've Mandela affected my whole life where I grew up thinking I hated all of these things. I told Emily that I would do this, and she said no. I told Emily that I would be willing to sit in her kitchen and she could blindfold me and feed me stuff that I said I didn't like, so I couldn't know what it was, so she could perform a science experiment on if I actually didn't like it or I didn't like the color or whatever.
Right.
I will say this, the only red thing that I eat, like I don't eat tomatoes, I don't eat strawberries. If you can think of something red, I typically don't eat it. The only red thing that I eat is the red Starbursts, and those are technically pink.
Yeah, I forgot that you have like an issue-ish with pizza because of the tomato. Yeah, so like
pizza with like ranch, or if it's just cheese pizza and it's for free, I will eat it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, okay, here's the thing. I am a lover of food, and it would hurt too bad for you to be like, yeah, I hate this and this and this and this and this, and just knowing that there's this full like spectrum of beautiful foods you just dislike. Like, it would hurt my soul.
Pretty much all fruits, if anybody's curious.
Like, my heart.
I hate all berries. I hate all berries.
It's just, yeah. I mean, like, and I bet that if I didn't tell you what stuff was, if I was like, by the way, you're going to have something sweet, just mentally prepare. Don't be freaked out. It's sweet or whatever. I bet that I could be like, yeah, you do like the flavor strawberry. You know what I mean? But like, you know.
The issue is I can't eat berries because they do a weird thing in your mouth.
Because of the seeds?
yeah, the seeds freak me out. And also, like, the fact that, like, when you bite into it, it, like, gushes like blueberries. Oh, no. Like, I can't. Mm-mm.
Blueberries aren't that good, though. But, like, okay, so if you
Mine-
had, like, a strawberry... What?
Jacob would disagree on the blueberry comment.
So would Tim. He's from Maine. But if you had, like, a strawberry compote where it's been turned into, like, this jam sweet thing, all the seeds are gone, but it's...
I am willing to be your science experiment, Emily. I have no issue with it.
I have issue with it because if you hate stuff, I'm gonna be
just
sad.
Like honey.
What? That's true.
just
I gave you
like
honey. That's because you had like rotten honey and you thought all honey tasted like that. That's different.
That's true. Anyways, let's go back to the Mandela effect. But yes,
we're over 10 minutes.
there's literally a whole episode on this. If you're interested in the way that my brain ticks, we can go there. We've done an episode on PTSD, how that make my brain tick, and then the other episode that we've done on my brain.
We've done a 2-part episode on the PTSD. We've done 2 episodes, correct? Yeah. I remember picking your brain 2 episodes in a row for that.
That was for your comic, though. That wasn't like, let's pick apart Kayla's brain. That was for your comic. But nobody knew it was for your comic.
Yeah, nobody knew at the time. I was just, like, grilling you.
No, the food conversation simply came up because I was talking about the fact that Kiley and Emily were harassing me for food that I ate. And I said, you guys got to stop because I don't eat a lot.
Yeah, that was for the moment.
Well, we didn't have a topic.
No.
Anyways, the Mandela effect and Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think that Avatar: The Last Airbender is an extremely fascinating topic, and I don't understand why I haven't watched it because it seems very up my alley. Like, and the funny thing, like, I used to, like, with my siblings, because they watched it. Me and my little brother didn't, but, like, my older siblings watched it, and, like, we would be, like, waterbenders and stuff. I just simply... Maybe it is the Mandela effect, and I did watch it when I was younger, and my memory has been wiped, and it's all false memory.
No, that's the opposite of how it works. Your memory is the only thing that remains. You just haven't watched it.
That's true. So, yeah, so I really haven't watched it, and... But yeah, like, no, I know the concept of it. I know a lot about what happens, and it sounds great.
Girl, it's got heart and courage and happiness and sadness and awesomeness. And I promise you're gonna love it or your money back. I didn't take any of your money, so I don't lose anything when
I was about to say.
If you don't like it.
Explain that to me. We make no money off of Art Check. And...
It's so good. I can't see a way in which you don't like it.
I will genuinely, like, try it out. Now that I'm not in, like, these crazy classes or anything, and I'm just in 2. I started off the semester with 4 classes. Now I'm in 2. I'll, like, try out Avatar. Maybe I'll try it out. The thing is that if I tell Jacob I want to watch it, that means I have to, like, watch it all the time. So I don't want to tell him that I want to watch it.
Oh, does he like it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't think he knew that I hadn't seen it until after we got married. And then it was a conversation. Everybody was talking about it. And, like, there was, like, 6 of us there. And I was the only one. And they were like, yeah, Kayla, da-da-da-da. I was like, guys, I haven't seen this. So whatever you're saying to me is not going to work in my head.
Tim likes The Legend of Korra a little bit more than Avatar.
I've heard that one isn't as good.
Yeah, and I watched it with him just because I liked him at the time, and I wanted to date him. See, now I love him, okay, but I liked him before, and I was like, I'll sit down and watch this show. I did not like it. I was like, Korra's a brat. Everybody, what is this, love triangle? I hate this. And then I sat back down and watched it, like, a year ago. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. I think I like this. So, yeah, it's good. Even the series that I didn't like as much, I like it now. I'm just telling you, it's good. I
think that you've recommended so many things for me on the show. You know how I joke about how we could make compilations of stuff?
Yeah.
I think we could make, like a 3-minute long compilation of you and Kiley swearing to me that stuff is good and that I need to try it.
What stuff?
I don't know, but I know that you guys do it constantly. You did it for a long time. Kayla, you got to buy Procreate. Kayla, you got to get Procreate.
It's true.
Both of you for months. And then I took an iPad from the school and I gave it back. I was borrowing for a very, very long time. And they have it back now.
Are we looping back?
What?
Are we looping back to our actual
topic?
I
didn't mean to. No, but like I don't know. I get peer pressured easily.
That's not the best reason why that works.
But you and Kiley are good at it.
We're really good at nagging you until you cave.
Yeah. Well, you guys were my TAs, and then I never saw you as my equal until I became Libert's TA. And then we all started hanging out, and I was like, I'm not supposed to belong here.
Oh my gosh.
So you and Kiley kept on telling me, dude, you gotta do this. And then I was like, sure. And then I did a bunch of stuff.
I respect these opinions of the girls that are like 3 years older than me, but I think that they're like full-fledged adults that have their life together more than I do.
Okay, as I became friends with you, I obviously started to see you guys more as equals. Art check is what really did it. Okay, this is like a side. I literally had to get up the courage to ask you to do art check with me. I was like, I don't know if she's going to want to do it, but she was on Kerr's art check like last week. She talked about how she wanted to do something like this. And my art check buddy like isn't doing this anymore. And so like I had like a hype myself up conversation to ask you.
I remember being so non-committal at the moment. I was like, I'm going to show up to things regularly. And you were like, you only have to do it once a week. And I was like, oh, okay.
And now I get a text every Monday or Wednesday. Art check?
Art check?
Are you ready?
I like it.
I like it too. No, the past 2 weeks when I wasn't doing it, it really sucked. But I mean, there were definite reasons why it wasn't happening and there was no way for it to happen. But you can't do art check when 1, you don't have Wi-Fi for a week, and then 2, you don't have your voice after you come back.
Right. You lost your voice. That would have been a bad art check.
Oh, it would have just been, I think that would have been spectacular. You know what? I would have created banners as closed captions, and I would have worn my headset, and that would have been our whole conversation.
I would have done such a bad job. I can't like talk into quietness well. And that's something like that I'm super scared for because I want to start doing Twitch streams. And No, not the game. I'll be drawing. I like video games, but I have stage fright. I'll just suck the second I go live. Also, I still don't know how to move around on PC. I'm still like totally only know how to do controller.
Okay, you know how you taught me Etsy like a few months ago?
Yeah.
I don't understand Twitch.
I don't understand it either, but I watch stuff on Twitch. I don't know how bits work. I don't get it. I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's fine. But the thing that's gonna be difficult.
That's one of those things that that you think I like that it's when I told you I didn't even know Etsy and you were like, what the heck?
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna show up for my Twitch stream. Nobody will be there for a little bit. Maybe not at all.
I will get a Twitch account and I will follow you on Twitch.
Thank you. But I'm just going to be talking by myself in a room. Like you won't even be there to like talk back. You'll just be in the chat if you were there.
No, I will come sit in the office in the other chair on the Twitch stream on my iPad and I'll just type responses to you.
Oh my gosh. For moral support.
I would do it. I would too. I would.
We're back to our topic of trying new things. I want to get on Twitch because I want to hype my comic while I backlog like the first half of the season, which will take a long time.
Joshua Kemble has been doing a lot of live streams lately. I think he's just like drawing stuff. He does them at a very like late hour. Yeah. And I don't watch them.
Well, you can go back and watch Twitch streams. but
you can on YouTube too. But like he goes live on YouTube a lot and like talks and like just the one time that I did see it, he was like drawing stuff. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. He's just like talking.
yeah, it's a whole like topic on Twitch. Oh my gosh.
Do you just sit there and talk about your comic?
No, I'm gonna be drawing. So
I know.
what I'll
like,
do
while you're drawing, you talk about your comic.
Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about. I don't know. Like that's not my strong suit. Like I know that I get on here to talk with you, but it is not my strong suit. So I don't know. I'll just like what?
I asked my friend if I could be a part of his Twitch live stream.
Hey.
So
Nice.
not as an artist, as a Minecraft player.
See, I could play Minecraft on Twitch. I wouldn't mess that up. If I sat down and played games that I like first person shooters, people would be like, "Who is this noob?" Because I would just freeze because people are watching me.
I still have the strong belief that I want to do an Among Us art check.
I have. Does the phone app connect to the PC one?
So I know you can play it.
That means I could broadcast.
Interesting for people.
We have a way. I could broadcast. We'd have the screen. You'd be able to watch people dying.
Yeah. Other people could watch, but the issue is that then we could see each other's screens. So it's gonna have to be honor system.
You just turn. I know how to do my end of the setup because I'm got a webcam and I'm gonna record. I know how to do this now. Wow, kind of. It's possible, Kayla. We could make it.
I'm not saying that it's not possible, Emily. Possible and plausible are two very different things.
Yeah. We do have to get like a crew to play with us. A 2-person Among Us wouldn't work.
You know who? Maddie Boyd would play with us 100%. Yeah. If we did it on a Monday, Maddie would play.
Yeah.
Kerr, do you play Among Us? No, and then Jacob would play if it's a month that he's not working. And then Maddie's boyfriend would play, and I think I could bring 4 people. I'm like,
I don't have any friends, so I can bring me.
You can bring Tim. Well, Tim works.
He works all the time. I bring Bruno.
Have Bruno be another Among Us character.
He wouldn't be very good.
Bruno's the only imposter. I bought Kurt. Wait, I'll be right back. 1 second.
I suck at Rocket League.
Yeah, but I bought it because he said he would play it with me.
I suck at Rocket League.
I bought this when I bought my PlayStation.
Have you played it?
Yeah. Kerr said, if you buy it, I'll play it with you. And I bought it, and then the pandemic happened, and I didn't see him like at all until recently, and I forgot about it. But Kerr, I bought this.
I 100% suck at Rocket League.
But you said you would play with us.
You show up for kicks and giggles. Don't expect me to get anything in that goal. I might get one goal.
I'm not great at it, but no, I bought this to play with people because he said on like a live stream, he was like, if you guys play Rocket League, I'll play. And this like all just came rushing back to me. But I've been wondering, why the heck did I buy this game? I don't play it. I was like, I bought this game and it just sits there on my shelf. And I was like, because Kerr and Emily said that they would play with me. And so I bought it.
I felt at the time, I was like, yes, I'll play this game with you that I suck at.
But you guys both were like, yeah, I'll play it. And then the pandemic happened, and so nothing ever came of that. But no, I have this. Perfect. I'm really good at getting on the walls.
I have a hard time following the ball sometimes. Or I follow it, right? And I'll just and be like, I thought like I was going at the ball. So I suck at that game, like 100%. Like I'm a step above somebody who doesn't play video games.
Is it cross compatible? Is it like PlayStation and Xbox can play together, or do you have to come over to play online? Kurt, do you have PlayStation or Xbox?
I think he has an Xbox.
Does he really? I'm gonna have to go to you then.
I have an Xbox.
I know. If it's not cross compatible, I have to go to you.
Oh, I I see.
Yeah. I have an Xbox. No, false. My husband has an Xbox controller. I don't touch Xbox at all.
You don't have an Xbox though?
Okay, the switching of the buttons on every controller. PC. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Hey.
It's custom. You know what? Jacob would probably set you up on his PC to play, so this way you don't even have to pay for anything. Jacob would just set you up on it. I bet he would.
Oh.
We just have to play it next month when he doesn't need his desktop.
Yeah.
July of this year, we will do an art check Rocket League game. I think that would be fun.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna do so bad. I'm gonna do horrible. Oh my gosh, it's free. I can practice.
I heard something about that. And I was like, I spent so much money on this disc. I play it every so often. We played it without knowing how to play. And then me and my roommates, it was really fun. I bought 4 controllers. So I have all of the controllers for my PlayStation. And I bought it because when I was living with people and we would stay up until 3 a.m. yelling at our TV. We were in that apartment.
Oh no.
And and it was really, really fun to play with people. And then I got married and didn't live with people anymore. Them
story of everybody in this town. I had all these friends and then I got married and now I don't hang out with them anymore because they live on the other side of town and they don't have a car.
That's the issue. Yeah, we're moving to the other side of town. I'm not going to be near you anymore.
Yeah, so when the train passes by, you won't hear it from both of us. It'll just be my fault that you hear it. It was nice knowing that somebody else was loud.
Kiley can hear it sometimes.
Yeah.
Kiley gets it way before we do, though.
Yeah, so she'll get it, and then a minute and a half later, we'll get it. Because it's slow, because it's freaking loud.
I think it would be interesting for us to play in the same apartment, but in different rooms.
You can just hear each other screaming.
No, if it's going to be in July, it's going to be in our house. It's going to be in the townhouse. We only have 1 bedroom, so you and I would literally be in the living room. On 2 different oh my gosh, it's gonna be trying to figure out Here to Slay all over again.
Well, it wouldn't be bad if we do. It's cross compatible, so I could be hanging out on my screen over here and do just.
You just have to download it. Download it.
It's free. Yeah. Then I can practice and not look like a total noob when I get there.
You have a month now to prepare.
That's stressful. I'm not gonna be good.
That's gonna be part of my art check report. I played Rocket League.
I got better at Rocket League. All right, we've been at this for
an hour and a half.
We went a half hour over time, and you know what? We probably talked about our topic for a total of a half hour.
Lower.
No, because we came back
overestimating.
to it. We came back to it.
We did not go back to it, Emily. I brought up Procreate, and you said we went back.
Yeah, that added a minute. We should get Brent Fisher. Oh, I just clicked on it too. Yeah.
I know that name.
I talk about him a lot. He graduated before you came in, but
I'm a noob.
He's the reason I knew how to set up my PC. FaceTimed him and he told me what to do. Those 2 will just carry, we'll just make sure that they both are on separate teams. There he is. Little baby.
Sorry. Anyways, that's how I know we've been on for an hour and a half because Jacob's off of work right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And he's going to come out and be like, are you guys still on? The one time that he was on art check and sat there and made his sole purpose to throw stuff at me.
He scared the heck out of you.
Oh my God, he did.
It was like a horror movie where you know it's happening, but the person who's about to die doesn't, because I saw his reflection as he came in on your screen.
I do not look at myself at all on these live streams. I am strictly looking at you because I feel weird just staring at myself. And so I'm strictly looking at you. You see Jacob come up behind me, and I have no idea. I'm just making like screen eye contact with Emily, talking about stuff. And then he moves something or he touches me or something. Lost it.
Yeah. You were like, you just were like, yeah. I don't know what episode that was, but it was real.
Anyways, no, if it's free, I might just play on Jacob's desktop. Online. He can sit online. I'll use my own PC. Because I think it's not free. Kerr might know better. But the issue is like on PlayStation, I think I have to own the thing where I can access the online stuff. And that's like $60 a year.
You don't have an online membership? Like you don't play online games on your PlayStation?
I bought it, and then like all of the only people so Brandon plays games, but we only play single player games. Or if we're sitting right next to each other, then we play stuff. But
you don't play like online multiplayer?
Nobody, I have nobody to play with.
You don't need anybody to play with.
I would just play with strangers?
Yeah, I do that all the time. You don't need to play, you don't need to talk to them. But like, you show up to some Call of Duty and there's people playing.
I hate Call of Duty because I don't understand how it works, and I just get dropped in and then I get shot before I can even figure out how to shoot people.
I like Call of Duty.
I know.
I don't respect Call of Duty, but I like it. Like, I don't have the latest one, and I think that they kind of like just shoot out as many as possible. Who cares if it's good? But I do like playing it.
Yeah. That's so funny. I'm like looking at this right now, and I'm like, yep, that's why I bought this.
Yeah.
It just like sits there. I have a bunch of PlayStation games. If anybody has a PlayStation and they like Kingdom Hearts, hit me up because I don't want it anymore. But no, that's really funny. Anyways, we will wrap it up.
Yeah.
We went to like 6 different topics. I think it's fair to say that this is probably the most off-topic art check we've had.
I don't think it's the most off-topic, but it's the most off-topic we've had in a long time for sure.
That's right. Like, do you remember when we first started doing this and we were so afraid to go off topic? And we would make sure. Do you not remember what we would like? We'd be like, do we have a half hour's worth of content on this topic?
Like, well, and then we became chatty Cathy's, and it didn't matter if we were gonna fill the time because we were gonna chat.
Once we stopped doing D&D, it became really bad.
Yeah. Because D&D wasn't bad anymore, where we couldn't accomplish anything because we were chatting. It just moved to something else. Yeah.
I was the other issue in D&D and why nothing was getting done.
Tim was like, can we please get out of this stupid cave?
I was over here like, no, I'm not leaving until I can jump up all the stairs.
Not until I scale every wall and check for any potions, which, weren't there. He'd be like, I guess because Kayla's trying so hard, I'll put something there.
That's called persistence, everybody. That is one thing that I do not lack. My dog is freaking out, so I'm going to go. Okay. He's just going to be here for the outro. Stop. Oh. Bro, chill. He's just going to be here.
Oh,
in kind of like a deadlock. It's fine. My dog He's trying to chew on my computer cord, and then he tries to climb up my leg when he's down. Disgusting. Thank you, doggo. Okay, if you want to find my stuff, go to @thecomeback_KLD. If you want to, also, that's on Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to see when we're going live and get the direct link that day, that one of us has been trying to post on Twitter. We did really good this past week.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can do the outro. My dog is too distracting. Anyways, go find me @thecomeback_KLD. For Emily,
go follow me, Gumminelli it's Gumminelli across the board. So if it's not there, it's Gumminelli, it's not me. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My website is gumminelli.com. That's the important stuff.
And then, like we said, we're still going to talk about Kiley because she's coming back, just not right now. If you want to find her stuff, go to @petals.inc_. That's where you can see her art stuff. She's probably not going to be posting too much. I think she posted the other day because they used one of her T-shirt designs that she showed us. So I don't know if
I
she
did. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it might have been on her. It might have been on her personal. It was on her story. I don't know which one it was, but she has like 3 different accounts, I think.
Yeah.
And so it was on one of them. Anyways, she's not posting too much right now, but you can go check her out, follow her, and then when she comes back, you'll already be following her. And then
buy one of her stickers while you're at it too. By the way.
Yeah, is she doing stickers or not? I guess she is. Buy her stickers. She has like some.
Go on Etsy. Go on her Etsy store.
Yeah, if you like Pride Month, she has quite a few like Pride Month stickers. Yeah. So go support that. And then lastly, we typically talk about this, saying go see this right after. But they do it on Mondays. Go to irsagency.com. It's not for your taxes. It's an indie review show. So it's all about comics, which we started talking about comics on here. I just don't know as much, but not today, but in general. But go check them out because they like choose a comic book and then just like try and sell the other person on it for an hour or 2. And it's very fascinating. So anyways, go check that out. Other than that, we will see you on Monday. Sorry.